It all started in 1666 with a girl named Sarah Fear, whose father wanted her to marry a
Just
man
think of it as
named
your dowry.
Solomon,
A practical
and
matter,
this
you've
was
become
known
charged
to all the villagers of the Union village.
for the
But
pastor's
Sarah
daughter.
used to love
Tell me
someone
more, I'm
else, and
curious.
her name was Hannah Miller, the
How long
pastor's
ago was it
daughter.
you go?
But a woman loving woman was
It's a
forbidden
lot,
and
right?
seen as an act of
Inside.
devil worships. There was a madman named
I can
Thomas
see a secret
who
about
knew
you there.
And a
Sarah's
good day to you,
secret.
Thomas.
There was a
Far
woman
beyond our
who
reach,
used
just
to
one
do
light.
witchcraft.
An old
The
lady.
villagers called
She's
her
not just an old
Devil's
lady.
Bride,
The wit is 1,000
as
years
she
old.
was a widow.
She drinks the blood of virgins to
But
keep
her
her youth.
name
Well,
was
you're safe
Mary.
then.
She had some berries
She
that were
sacrificed her husband
enchanted
to
to
become the
act
devil's
like
bride.
drugs.
That's how she gained
It
eternal
was a
life.
full
The
moon
more her
night.
witch kept the company.
Sarah, with her
She's
friends,
not here.
went to the widow Mary's house to steal some berries. There, Sarah found a witchcraft book on summoning the devil. The widow Mary stopped her from reading the book, as the wall between our world and the underworld becomes thin in full moon. They ran away and enjoyed the night with other youths, eating those berries. But with the effect of those berries, Sarah and Hannah couldn't control themselves and showed their love. But someone saw it. They didn't know who saw it. The next day, Hannah came to Sarah and told her that something has possessed her father, the pastor.
What does he say?
The pastor was not acting normal. Hannah thought their sin of last night had caused it. But in the meantime, all the villagers knew about their sin. Thomas told everyone about their doings. Sarah was afraid. Suddenly, Sarah saw every foods were filled with worms. Even their mother pig ate her child pigs. Meanwhile, everyone in the village found out they had been cursed. Unfortunate events started to take place. Thomas started telling everyone that someone has invited the devil with their sin. Meanwhile, the pastor locked the church with all the kids of the village. Solomon broke in the church and found out the pastor murdered all the kids brutally. Then Solomon killed the pastor. So the village leader called a meeting on who is responsible for all the unfortunate things happening in the village. Eventually, they all blamed Sarah and Hannah and decided to hang them the next morning. Unfortunately, Hannah got captured. Sarah, in order to save themselves, decided to make a deal with the devil. So Sarah visited the widow Mary house again, but she couldn't find the book. Instead, she found widow Mary dead. Sarah got afraid and ran to Solomon to seek help. Sarah explains everything to Solomon that someone else has made a deal with the devil for power. Solomon believed her and decided to help her. Suddenly, the villagers came to Solomon's house looking for Sarah. Solomon hid her in a secret room to save her. But Sarah found a secret door that leads to a cave. Sarah crawls through the cave and found a place where the witchcraft book and other ritual objects were there. She found Pastor's name on the wall, so it was all Solomon. He was the one killed widow Mary and made a deal with the devil. The reasons are he lost his wife and child due to illness, and he couldn't grow good crops in the field. He was filled with failures. Solomon wanted Sarah to support him, but Sarah refused. So Solomon tried to kill her. Instead, he ended up cutting Sarah's right hand off. But Solomon captured her and handed her over to the villagers, claiming she really was a witch. So the villagers took them to hang in the morning. Sarah knew that no one will believe her anymore, so she took all the blame on her and freed Hannah from getting hanged. Before dying, Sarah cursed Solomon that the truth will reveal, the truth will come out, and she was hanged. At night, her friend created a fake grave under the tree and buried Sarah's body somewhere else. At the end, before dying, Sarah promised to follow Solomon for eternity, to reveal the truth.